Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back. It is I. That goddamn duck on the internet is back. Hope you're all having a lovely day so far. Hello, hello, hello. That's the wrong screen thing. That's just my Steam. Hold up. I found the right one. There it is. Hello, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day today, and welcome back. Galondia, good afternoon. Arian, good afternoon. Dip, how is it going? Hello, Dip. Afid, good morning, and congratulations on the first. Theo, you are the best duckling. Hello. Krembo, good evening. Hatchney, good afternoon. Matu, good morning. Hello, hello. Galondia, the streak. The stream streak. Congratulations. Well done. Hope you're well. Hello, hello. Craig, good morning. Arian, good afternoon. Soul King. Good afternoon, Soul King. How's it going? Hello, hello. EA, good afternoon. How are you all? Jimmy, Warmers for Nerds. Correct. Hello, it is I. I am a nerd. What was the saying? Warhammer is for everyone unless you're poor. Hope you're doing well, Jimmy. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everyone. Hatchney! Congratulations for the streak. I don't know how my series is, but it's not only 3. So, the stream streak stuff, I have no idea. This has been around for a long time. Like, I've seen this on other streams for an eternity, but it never popped up here. And I was always curious why it didn't pop up here. Maybe they just rolled this out to everyone and I wasn't in the test program like everyone else, because this has been like around for months. Many months. Hatchy, well done on the streak. Ferris! Well done, well done. Hello, hello. Sometimes Twitch just doesn't give streamers a streak thing. It seems we have it now, which is nifty. Streaks recently left beta. They were in beta and I wasn't part of the beta. That's all it is. That is good to know. Let no one say that Twitch treats its streamers equally. If you're not a partner, you don't mean shit. I have a few that don't have it show up there, and I'm there daily. Yeah, exactly. Like, I know that I have a lot of people that are here for every fucking stream. Galondia, for example, Arian, Hatchney, Alfie, right? All religiously here all the time. But I guess we have the streaks now. Brother, have you brought the heavy flamer? Please, I hope they balance the heavy flamer this time around. I've seen 84-month streams, so more than a year. Streaks? 84-month streaks? I don't think so, EA. We're not talking about subscriptions, by the way. We're talking about... Like, streaks aren't measured in months. They're measured in, like, the amount of streams you've watched one after another. Like, we have people in the 80-month subscriptions here. That's a different thing. Twitch doesn't even respect the higher profile streamers if the news from TwitchCon is anything. The news from TwitchCon is anything. I'm not going to talk about it because, it's not really my place, huh? I don't have anything to add to it. I'll tell you that, what happened is horrendous, and... Twitch is a dogshit platform for A, down-talking this, and B, allowing it to happen in the first place. And I'm sorry to the person that was involved in it. It's disgusting. Absolutely fucking disgusting. But I have nothing new to add to this, outside of telling you that Twitch is dogshit. Which I've said for years. So, you know. I like my German duck that operates during my off time. If you feel sick, wait, you're feeling sick, Alondia? Are you okay? Hi, I am poor. Oh no. Has been around for like a year. Yeah, I believe the Streaks beta has been around for a good long while. Good long while. I'm always here, not always chatting, but I'm watching you guys on ducks, whatever you prefer. Oh no, I know that you're always here, Arian. I know that you're always here. We have entire streams where Arian isn't saying anything, but I know you're here. Absolutely. Sometimes playing League is more important than moderating. Hey, Arian, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alex. Why are you here, Alex? I thought you were playing table tennis. Enjoy your training, Alex. Have fun. The longest I've seen is someone lost a 150 plus streak, so that beta has been going for a while. Yeah, I was in a stream of someone that was in the beta as well, and they had done like a short rogue stream a day before, and a shit ton of people came in going like, I lost my streak, what the fuck are you doing? Why did you go live yesterday? Fuck you. What happened? A streamer at TwitchCon was, during a meet and greet, was very violently assaulted by someone. There's a lot around it. I'm not a drama channel, I'm not a commentary channel. This isn't just drama, this is legitimately like bad. Bad is the wrong word. This is illegal, harmful activity, right? This is like police matters. But I'm not a coverage channel for this shit. I don't commentate on stuff like this. Look up TwitchCon. That's it. Like, it's the first thing you'll find. Yeah. My LOL rating teammates. I mean, it's Worlds right now, right? So everyone's gonna play extra shit. Playing League isn't good for your mind space, at least from what I heard from many people playing that. It depends on who you are, EA, really. For me, for example, I'm a really, really long time Dota player, right? But I at one point had to realize that Dota isn't good for me. I get really mad when I play Dota, I get really mad at other people, and it might not be that person's fault, but I get really irrationally mad when playing Dota. So I stopped playing Dota. League has the exact same problem. League isn't inherently more toxic or anything. I don't think League's community management is doing well, so they're not helping themselves. But, team-based PvP games that clearly rely on open and ongoing communication like this just breed toxicity. And that's not rooted in the game itself, that's rooted in like you having to cooperate with 4 other fuckfaces. So, that's terrible. Yeah, hey Pancake. And yeah, it is. Hey Corgi, how you doing? Hello Corgi. Hey, we're talking about that? No, we're not talking about that. I specifically went, I'm not a commentary channel. I'm done with this. Here is my statement. Twitch fucking sucks. Like, that's it. Moving on. Moving on. We're not talking about this. I don't care. It's not that I don't care. Like, I don't have anything to add. Speaking of getting mad in MOBAs, they had a 10k deadlock tournament recently that was really cool. I'm always tempted to get into Deadlock, but Deadlock combines what I don't like about MOBAs, having to deal with other people, with what I don't like about video games, having to aim. I played a bunch of Deadlock. And it's nifty. That's all I can say. We'll see where the development goes. I think that's more a game that I'm going to follow, but. Just like Smite, Deadlock has a problem, and that is that it's kind of shitty to spectate. Deadlock is sort of shit to spectate. The first person, third person, whatever view does not help spectators at all. League is easy to spectate because it's very clearly color coded and you're looking at it from the same perspective that all the players are, top down, right? Dota is not easy to spectate. The perspective helps, but there's so much bullshit going on in Dota and the game is so impenetrably weird that it's not easy to spectate from a viewer's perspective. Both Deadlock and Smite, or Smite 2, whatever the fuck we're on now, have the same problem that the game mechanically is kind of difficult, but you're also spectating it from a perspective that doesn't help identify what's currently happening. And if you instead shift the perspective to be more top-down, then it's hard to relate to the player actions that are going on at any given one point. I don't think Deadlock is going to make for a good spectator game, but that's my preferred interaction with it. Hey, Cyberdatas, how you doing? Hello, hello. MOBAs are a social experiment on the phrase, hell is other people. That is correct. MOBAs are practically custom built to create toxicity because they combine PvP, already toxic, with your success directly tied to your teammates' performance. Yeah, absolutely, Quembo. But that is something that we know in a lot of games. Fucking Counter-Strike works like that too. And Counter-Strike has had, like original Counter-Strike has had a lot of toxicity over the years, but it's never been known to be the toxic thing, right? Because in FPS like this, communication does happen, but it is not a constant ongoing string of communication, like in MOBAs. So you're also dealing with the need or the ability to communicate with your teammates on a much more frequent basis, and that makes things really fucking shit. Nonchalanto, good morning! You best play that with four other friends. I used to play Dota with other friends, and then those weren't my friends anymore. Some of us can do that. I cannot. I disagree. I think it's the same as watching Overwatch. And I think watching Overwatch is dog shit too. Where if you know what's going on, it's a great experience. But if you don't, it just looks like noise. Correct, Corgi. That's exactly the problem. That's exactly the problem. So I could not tell you of a person that goes and says, hey, I don't play Overwatch, but I watch it. Because Overwatch is a dog shit spectator sport. League is a very, very good spectator sport. No matter what you think of League as a game, I don't want to play the fucking thing. Did my ears grow bigger? Hold up, did I fuck with Zoe's model? Are those ears larger than they used to be? I think so. That's unintentional. Weird. League is a much, much better spectator sport because you have a much clearer overview and the things that are happening are much, much easier to follow. Right? Much, much easier to follow. If you're equating Deadlock to Overwatch, I think you're absolutely right. I think those two things are much, much closer in terms of what they will be like to view. And there's a reason why the Overwatch League was never really took off and why they then shifted it off of Twitch somewhere else. There's a reason why that shit isn't the hype event of the year, right? I enjoy watching League. Sometimes I've noticed I play it. I don't play League. Like, the last time I played League was during Ari's release. Like, Ari's original release. That's when I stopped playing League. It was mostly because the mid-meta got a bit toxic, and I'm a fucking Aurelia player. Anyway. That's when I stopped. I still watch League every now and again. Like, I don't really follow major tournaments all that well, but, well, that's because everything's managed by Riot, but it's Worlds right now. I'm going to be watching Worlds. Right? Because that shit's kind of fun. I might not do it as the one thing I'm doing. This might be like on a second monitor while I do something else, but yeah, sure. I will. But I'm not gonna play it. But even though I don't play it, I can follow that game. I can follow along what's going on with that. Yeah, not the $500 skin release. No. I mean, when they announced Ari was releasing... Like, I played like 2 games of that character, and then I went, yeah, okay, I think I'm done with League. Not because of her, it was the times, right? Yeah, exactly, Corgi, exactly. I was responding to Theo. You're exactly right. It's been a while. Anyway, like, I personally can't play MOBAs. I'm a much, much worse person. I'm already not a good person, but I'm a much, much worse person when I play MOBAs. Nah, thanks. Kind of fun to watch, but an absolute shitfest to play. Right. That's kind of what we're talking about. Hey, Neville, how you doing? So, yeah. By no means do I mean that Deadlock's doomed or anything. I think the game's fun. And I hope that it gets a good player base once the thing, like, properly gets playable, like, on a developed scale. But it's not doing itself any favor as a spectator sport. Right? Like, I think that can be said easily without commentating on the quality of the game itself. The only MOBA I ever played was Heroes of the Storm. See, I was supposed to like Heroes of the Storm, but... man, everything being tied to team... like, it was supposed to be simpler, and that by itself, like, didn't hit me well. But everything being tied to team performance really pissed me off. Like, ugh. Give me individual experience, for Christ's sake. What is it called? Ilaoi, Galundir? Big, strong tentacle mommy? That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Season number, patch version format, and chose to make it... what? Fuck the... what? I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, Corey. I don't know if it's the game or if it's the people I watch. Hey, I'm up. Like, if you find that game fun to watch, Theo, more than happy for you. But the mass appeal is what I'm worried about, right? I'm glad you have something fun to watch or fun people that play it to watch for it, right? What's the most group project of group project games? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 15.23, it's 25.23, and they jumped from patch 4. Corgi, that is such a... I say this with all the love I can muster, right? As a person on the spectrum, this is how I say this. That's the most autistic shit I've ever heard someone be upset about. Years ago, I had these very specific type of bread rolls that I really liked to get for groceries. And then one day they changed the shape of those bread rolls. They're now square. And that's the moment I stopped buying those bread rolls. They still tasted the same, but the shape of them was now different. And that was really annoying to me. What you just said is more autistic than that. I hope you understand that I say this with all the love I can find. This is by no means supposed to be an insult. By the way, I was legitimately furious about that change. Legitimately furious. I was weirded out by how angry I was. It was so weird to me. I was having an introspective moment going like, why are you so mad about this? There's like 4 other brands you could buy. Like one of them is even cheaper. Fuck it. But I was fuming and was looking at myself at the same time going like, what is wrong with you? Where does all of this come from? My Deadlock rotation is a bunch of neurospicy weirdos and a bisexual from Atlanta, so it's probably them being really funny and Deadlock giving them enough headspace to be funny. Theo, that is a good enough fucking reason for any content creator. To be honest, that does sound fucking funny. My grocery sold bacon and cheese bread that did the same thing. Dude, one of the places we used to shop at before we went fully online, they had this really nice focaccia dough, like pre-made focaccia dough, that we used to grab and then like mess with. You needed to put like some proper oil on it because it wasn't all that good. And then it went out of season. And they never brought it back. So you can tell the week that I learned how to make proper focaccia dough, by the way. Fuck, I was mad. You're gonna go hide from low, Chuck. Oh yeah. Fucking Viper. Dough is not a seasonal... Yeah, nope, that was a seasonal item, Crembo. That was a seasonal item. That is the same shop that put mozzarella sticks as a seasonal item. But I make mozzarella sticks myself, so it doesn't matter. Deadlock character is also hilarious in the exchanges. Yes, I do like the writing for Deadlock quite a lot. It doesn't help that for Deadlock, I've not found a character that is really me. Like, I played... What's her face? Ghost Girl for a bit. The Ghost Sniper Girl. But I've never really found a character that I really, really, really liked. And that's really important, right? Like, I'm usually one of those one-trick players. Like, I find something, like a role or a hero to latch onto, and then I play that. I used to be a position 5 in Dota. Like, pure pose 5, go. But, Stop buying a bottle of milkshake I used to like because they changed the shape of the bottle. Same amount in the bottle, same flavor. Just stop buying it because they changed the shape. Soul King, I want to make fun of you for that, but I'm not going to because I understand. So, yeah, one of us, dude. I'm with you. I like the script of Jacob Lash. Jacob Lash is an asshole. They had Moxie. I mean, they're dead, but Moxie. I legitimately, like, the voice acting's decent. Not just decent, the voice acting's really good, and the writing's good, right? Like, the game has character. The game has a shit ton of character, dude. How do we feel about 2XKO? That's the League fighting game, right, Theo? No feelings. The only fighting game... There are 2 fighting games that I played, and, like, take this with the biggest exclamation marks around played possible. I'm a really, really ancient Guilty Gear player. I started on a Guilty Gear, like, decades ago. Never got good at it, obviously. Like, I don't play these things competitively or anything. And a friend tried to get me into fighting games at one point, forcing me to play. Oh, what was that called? Shit, what was that game called? It was Hyper Anime, and I didn't understand anything that was happening. Fuck, what was it called? No, not BlazBlue. Not BlazBlue. BlazBlue is just Guilty Gear with the numbers filed off. Uni? It's not Uni either. Is that what it's called? Melty Blood. Yes, Macambo, exactly. Melty Blood. I didn't know what it was doing. That game never made sense to me. They tried to explain. They didn't explain very well. So yeah, no, that didn't go anywhere. That was an evening I deeply regret having, because I think it was like 4 hours of me just getting bodied, not understanding what was bodying me. Because shit just, as far as I can tell, here's how you play Melty Blood. You start up the game and then shit happens. Like, shit just happens. Melty Blood is the one with Necroarch in it? Yes. Yep. I couldn't name you any other character. I don't know what's happening. I don't know how the game is played. I don't know like how anything works. So as far as fighting games are concerned, I think I'm playing Exceed and that's it. I think it's just Exceed and that is it. Having said that, the urge to start a community Exceed tournament. The urge to start a community Exceed tournament, Twitch chat. One of these days. I kind of wanna. Just getting on and getting gaggle fucked until you log off. Yes, you know what else does that, Theo? It's called Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. I already do that. Like, I don't need a fighting game to like fuck me up the ass because I can just play Master Duel for that experience. Or now the fucking Digimon TCG. I've been playing Digimon TCG a lot. I've been playing too much of the Digimon TCG. Like, I don't know about you, but like, hold up. But like, I've been like playing way too much of this. I've been like playing way too much of this. Anyway. Before today's stream becomes Care plays the Digimon TCG for 5 hours. Because God do I want to. God do I want to. Is that Digimon? Yes, Siren! Play Digimon with me. Do it. Good morning, Siren. Do you have fun then? Yes, I have a lot of fun. I just need to play with more people. I don't want a ladder because I want to play like fun dumb shit. Is that the online? Yes, that's the fan-made online client for it. That's the fan-made online client. Where are you playing it? Siren, if you check mute channel in Discord and just like give it a little scroll, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 messages from the bottom, there's like 2 links in mute chat. The first link is the website for the download. The second link is where you build decks. Well, is the deck repository. You can build decks in-game as well. It's a fan-made client. There is 0 monetization. You have every card, obviously. I think they have a donate button somewhere. It doesn't have any benefits. Like, there's nothing. It doesn't even have, like, a structure. Like, you don't create an account or anything. You start the game, and then you name player, and you can rename yourself by clicking on the name, and then you join a room or not. Like, it's like the most ghetto implementation of an online client ever, but it is a proper simulator. It's not just like a free-form play a card, then you have to like explain the effect and do the effect. It's a play a card and then it plays the effect. It's fucking fantastic, actually. It's really cool. The only character I'm even interested in playing at the moment is Warwick. Oh, for 2XK though? Oh, whatever it's called. Mostly because he's made up of Saberwolf from Killer Instinct and Jontel Bane from Darkstalkers. Fucking Darkstalkers, dude. I have not looked at the League fighting game at all. I've not looked at the League fighting game at all. Riot has had a history of like, they have so much lore that they could use for anything, and they have a history of just fucking it up, right? Even the new card game they want to make, like, you already made a card game and fucked it up. Why would I trust you for another one? Speaking of the Discord, I've been like server muted for 3 weeks in every channel. Really? Oops. What did you do? Hold up. There. Fixed. Sorry, Theo. They made a card game? Yeah, Legends of Runeterra. Legends of Runeterra is an online card game that Riot made and then drove into the fucking ground. And now they're making another one. I'm like, dude, do I want to trust you? No? Not really? I don't know. Runeterra was actually kind of cool. But I don't know how I feel about them, like, restarting. Let me take a sip real quick. They just had no idea how to monetize the thing, except they made no effort to make more shit to monetize the shit, like selling physical cards. Yeah, Runeterra was weird, right? Runeterra, I think, is a good example of giving your players everything you can. Like, under monetizing. And that's weird to say about League. Like, Riot can afford to bring a loss leader card game, right? It's not like that shit needs to make money. They already have all the money. So if you playing Jumpship like 3 weeks ago on stream and yapped about it, probably reasonable to get dinged for promo in Gen Chat. There's a chance that was it, Theo. There's a chance that was it. I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, Theo, it was also probably me that did it. I apologize. That was unlikely to ever last that long, but my memory fucking sucks ass. Thanks for bringing it up, dude. They just didn't make cosmetics and stuff. Yeah, exactly. What can you do? What can you do? So, speaking of what can you do, the duck has returned with the bad segues. What we're going to do today is something that I was supposed to do 2 weeks ago, but then Digimon happened, so, should you do my time? Yeah, but that time was probably supposed to be a day, Theo. Not 3 fucking weeks. Oh, that's what happens when I do things instead of my mods doing things. My mods are really good at like doing a thing and then remembering that they did it. That's why I shouldn't be allowed to touch anything. So I'm gonna boot up the Mechanicus demo. I was supposed to do this 2 weeks ago, and then I never got around to it because digital monsters had to be champions. God, I miss Digimon already. Can we go play more Digimon? Would you mind? Would you all mind if we just played more Digimon? Like, what if we just did the New Game Plus game on stream? What if we just did that? Hey, Ring Song, how you doing? Hello. By the way, here's the reason why we're not doing the New Game Plus on stream. There's a reason why we're not doing New Game Plus on stream. It is going to be fucking boring. It's going to be absolutely boring. Combat has been reduced to the same 3 actions over and over and over again. You're going to hate the shit out of it. There's nothing entertaining in it. I'm gonna be playing it because I want to finish it, but it's gonna be not fun to watch. That's pretty loud. What are Digimon but wheat machine spirits? Wait, remove a duck? But... this is really loud. No, but I want the... we're not gonna make this too quiet. Remove yourself. You should remove yourself right now. No. No. It says minimum 1. No. No, never. I do want to... You know what? You know what? You want to try something? You want to try something? Let's try something. While we're here, let's fucking try something. Where would this be? If I was... I mean, it'd be here, right? Okay, that's just cursed. That's just cursed, right? But theoretically, I could hide the entire duck. Theoretically. It's just that there is a lot of art meshes I'd have to go through. Fine. You know what? You know what? I will make a button that makes the duck vanish. How about that? Fine. Neville, you are the best duckling. Well done. We thought just now Atmec would hate Digimon. Yeah, they're just weak machine spirits. Who said that earlier? Who said that earlier? You are right. Siren! The ducklings will be fed. Everyone. Before we dive into the game today, I have for you, because, well, Siren has for you, a link. We have a Streamloots campaign. Streamloots are cards that you can gather and like then play on stream for like funny effects, like deleting ducks apparently. And Siren has a lot of points. So we're going to spend, or Siren is spending those points. The first 5 people that click on this link and redeem it get free cards to play on stream. The link is going in chat in 3, 2, quack, 1, go. Oh, and then we add a duck. And then we add a duck. I don't even have the ducks loaded right now. This is going to be weird. Ducks. Zoop. Doop. And then we immediately remove that duck. Okay, that duck's gone. That duck's like dead, gone, reduced to ashes, forever deleted. Goodbye. Oh no. Hold up. I need to find the scrungle for that. There we go. Oh no, I can barely look over the table now. Aha! Hello! Yo, someone pulled a legendary? Yo, someone pulled a legendary? What the fuck? Nice! I got 2 of the remove cards from that link! Beautiful. Beautiful. Just the duck flies away for the winter toggle. I wish I could animate that shit, Theo, but that needs like actual rigging work. That needs like a lot of rigging work. And then I need the same toggle for like the scrungles, and that's gonna be really difficult. I can probably make something like that. Like the KDM Special Pack. The KDM Special Pack should be locked and everything, Corgi. The KDM Special Pack should be locked and unavailable. And if not, then none of them are really playable right now. Digimon and Pokemon are clearly employed by the forces of chaos to corrupt the youth. You're clearly designed to make them think demons can be befriended. Correct. Absolutely correct. So, let's press this button. Let's go over here. Mechanicus! I currently can't hear myself think, which is a problem. So, I have been staying entirely blind on this. I've been staying entirely blind on it. I hope they nerf flamers. New campaign! Narrative normal. So what does normal do? No modifiers, okay. Tactician. Enemies will have one additional trait. Enemy Necrons reanimate faster. Enemy Necrons have Dominion level 5 by default. Missions begin with an elevated Vigilance level. Each mission starts with a Vigilance meter already partially filled. Grim Darkness. Several additional traits. Reanimate faster. Dominion level 10. I don't know what any of this means. Begin with elevated Vigilance. Increased resources. For the demo, we're going to be playing on normal. Once the game comes out, we're probably on Darkness or Tactician. Increased resources is very interesting. We're just going to play this on normie for the demo part. Spoiler, the attack priests. Somewhere over the rainbow? Way up high? Ooh. Ooh. Achateus 4. Adeptus Mechanicus Forge World. Inceptive. Tithe grade. Adeptus non. Aptus non grade. Restimare C272. Couldn't read the rest. Doesn't matter. Flavor. Yo, dropship. What are these fuckers called again? I forgot the name for them. What are the Adeptus Mechanicus fucking flyers called? The ones with the Da Vinci wings. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? Ah, they had a name. I love them, by the way. They're really stupid. Archaeoraptors!
Your objective is to explore and catalog any Xenos artifacts and report back to the Omnisci Knowledge.
Such a shame to finally find what I have sought and not bring anything back.
Limit your activities to observation. Our Forge world is young. We would know what has been here before. Only then can this region be consecrated to the Omnisci and its bounties exploited.
Of course, Prime Hermeticon. My maniple will locate an entrance to the underground structure.
I'm just glad Scaevola is back.
There is always so much under the surface for the taking.
The most sane character from Mechanicus 1, by the way. The single most sane character out of all of them. Also, is it just me or is a young, new, like, inceptive Forge world a really fucking interesting setting? Game's a bit quiet. We're gonna change that in a minute. Thank you, Krembo. We're gonna turn that up. Like, this is, like, we're used to seeing Forge worlds everywhere, obviously. We're not really used to seeing them, like, in early stages of development. That's kind of sick. Topographical scans confirm structural entrance bearing 931.
A door left open for us. Perhaps seismic activity has opened it. Excavation maniple Eta 7. Scout ahead. Secure the entrance.
I like the, like, light and shadow play here, but I'm not sure how much I like the new art presentation.
These ruins belie the much larger structure beneath. There is much here I find familiar.
Since when is new Forge world a thing? They're not uncommon, but we don't really get stories about them. That's the thing, right? But nothing's uncommon in 40k. Usually the scale of 40k belies... See, now I'm using the word belie because it popped up there. Kind of hides away the fact that new things do happen. They just don't happen on a scale that's interesting to the universe. Right? And Ham! Good morning, Ham! How you doing? Has existed for 1,000 years every time, right? I mean, 1,000 years is a small number, right? It's still constantly colonizing new worlds. Whether that makes up for the worlds it loses is another matter. Correct, MJ. Absolutely correct. Doing good. Oh, I'm about to play Mechanicus 2. I'm fucking hyped, dude. Everything is possible in 40k, but nobody's written a story about a Forge world that's 3 tents around the landing site and some servo skulls. Exactly! Which is sick! I'm excited already. So what do we have? We have an overworld here. Emergent, anomalous energy readings, unknown origin. It has green energy lights on it. It's Necron origin. What do you mean?
Xenos, my hypothesis holds true. The day will not be wasted after all.
Typical Scaevola. Ooh, Purge, nice. I mean, at what point... Like, I reckon Mechanicus 1 canonically happened, right? So, at what point do you see a giant green glowing monolith and go, unknown origin? So unknown. Like, best boys! They even have best boys! We just casually walk up. Welcome to Mechanicus 2. Mechanicus 2 is a turn-based tactics RPG in which you take control of a powerful leader supported by a group of combatants. Powerful leader supported by a group of combatants? Wait a second. Ooh, we do hero unit shit now? We sort of did that in Mechanicus 1, but your entire army was a hero unit and then you had idiots around, so To avoid defeat, you must ensure your leader's survival at any cost, even the sacrifice of your other units. So immediately a completely different focus. Immediately a completely different focus. Pet the scarabs. The scarabs must be pet. Correct. These are the admech that investigate Xenos, not just completely erased on sight. I reckon they will be erased on sight, but Mechanicus 1 had slightly more tech heretical approach to a Xenos investigation. Correct. That still doesn't work for this model, I don't think. I have a cat in my arms, but I need to get up and organize dinner. He's too comfy for me to disturb. You're not having dinner. I'm sorry. You're just not having dinner. Apologies. Hold up. Let me like mess with this real quick. We can probably do this, right? If I just do this, and then I press this button, and then that doesn't... Why does that do nothing? Why did that do nothing? Because these are loaded on a model-by-model basis, that's why. Oh, blah. Okay, these are different hotkeys that are set. Ugh, dog shit. No, sorry. There's a branch that actually considers using Xenos tech on occasion. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It's your turn. During your turn, select any of your units to play it, and you can play each unit once per round. Okay, we're no longer multi-rounding everything. Use tab to cycle through your available units. By using movement actions, a unit may freely move up to its movement limit during its turn. Each weapon action may be used once per turn. They learned. But be careful, after using a weapon, the unit cannot move again that turn. You can increase the animation speed of units. We're not going to do that for now. Traits are passive effects. They sometimes require specific conditions in order to trigger, so don't forget to read the description. During a skirmish, a unit may also be temporarily affected by positive or negative statuses. Once you're finished using the unit you're playing, you can end your turn. So, let's see. We have a turn order here. And it's just one of our units, an enemy unit we can't see, this Necron Warrior, one of our units... Okay, I see. So we get to freely select who we want. We have a Servitor who can move. And then we have a Servo Arm for 2 to 3 damage. There's a Scarab here with question mark. We don't know anything about it. Let's not look at let's look at Scaevola, I guess. Some units have special actions known as skills. Unlike weapon action, skills can be used at any point during a unit's turn without restricting its movement. So our skill here would be Zenerite Data Curse. Apply weakened and immobilized to the target. Attacks by this unit always inflict minimum damage. If it inflicts fixed damage, reduce it by 1. Cannot use movement actions. We have a Macro Stubber. A Volkite Blaster. Which we can't use because it requires cognition was the resource, right? Last time around. And we have a Zenerite Omniscient Axe, which also requires cognition. So we need to go get cognition. Last time around, we gained cognition by walking up to enemies and scanning them and hitting them in the face. Programmed sacrifice. After suffering damage, generate 1 cognition. This servitor here looks fancy, but has the same things. And then we also have a Skitari Ranger with a Galvanic Rifle. Heavy, deals max damage if the bearer has not moved this turn. After attacking an enemy target at range 5 or more, generate 1 cognition point. We could fire this. Range 5 or more, they say. How much is this range? Nobody knows. Some units can use cover to prevent themselves being targeted by the enemy. Be wary of a cover can potentially be destroyed by allied or enemy attacks. So if we go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that range 5 or is that range 4? Phew. We have gained 1 cognition point. Generated via units, cognition points are a resource unique to the Adeptus Mechanicus. Use them to empower your leader's movement, weapons, or skills, or to activate your leader's canticle for a unit. You can't have more than 10 cognition points stored. Canticles are special enhancements exclusive to Adeptus Mechanicus units. Each tech priest leader grants 1 unique canticle to the units under their command. So we can Litany of the Ancient Matrix, the next weapon attack this unit uses inflict +1 damage. We're just gonna end this unit's turn here though. Becomes a Necron Warrior. Shooting a Servitor. This Necron Warrior is down right now. Wait a second. They are dead. Peculiar. We could spend 1 cognition to move there. We don't want to do that. Instead, why don't we waddle on over here and then whack this thing. We have killed a good boy. That's a shame. I would really... You know what? Sure. Hello. So the missing exits for 2 to 3. That doesn't really matter to us. Oh, the macro stubber has no range whatsoever either. Shit, I really wanted to shoot that. Never mind. Fuck. This didn't go so well. Hit ya. That wasn't great. Macro stubber. Daka daka daka. And then this little servitor goes to the market, by which I mean to touch this scarab. In the face! Donk. A well-being rifle, you say? Correct. A Wazer rifle, if you will. This is the timeline. It's a very useful tool for planning your attacks each round. Player turns are marked with your faction icon. In your turn, you may activate 1 unit of your choice, provided it is not already active this turn. Yeah? At the start of the skirmish, an enemy's unit placed in the timeline is hidden. It's revealed when the unit first activates or when it is targeted by a weapon or skill. Ah, we do info gather. Hold up. Let me adjust slightly so you have an easier time seeing this. There we go. Use information to prioritize threats and avoid wasted damage. At the end of each round, the reinforcement step occurs. During this step, both you and the enemy have the opportunity to deploy any units held in reserve to the battlefield. These units are then placed into the timeline for the next round. Once the step is complete, a new round begins. So we know this guy's acting next. And we don't know anything about him. We know this scarab has 1 more turn to activate before anything happens with it. Why can I not fire this? Because we have no cognition, obviously. What I would like to do... Well, we have time for all of these things, honestly. Let's go move this guy up. Hit this scarab. We hit max damage, good. This way we make sure that this scarab is always going to be dead. Because we can't take this turn away, he's always going to turn on us. He hits a different guy. Perfect. Okay, Scaevola can't quite do that. We also kind of maneuvered ourselves into a bad position there. Hello? It's me. You're gone now. Making sure that doesn't move again. And turn. Move up. Punch the neck 1. And turn. And then, I guess, if we move 1 to the left, we're in range. Bzzzt. Ooh, weapons look so much cooler now. They already look good in Mechanicus 1. That looked sick. Yay! Reminds me of Ulfar from Rouge Trader. Rouge Trader? Oh. Yeah. 2x2, huh? Murderant. Partial exigence report from Servitor 997 Gamma, location 18.9 meters below.
Emergency? What is the servitor's status? Report.
Status. Out of printer ink. Communications interference. Request cannot be fulfilled.
We'll have to see it for ourselves.
Okay, so we have a dungeon map. We have a dungeon map kind of like... Oh.
7 Gamma. Satisfactory. Evidently was where?
Oh. The servitor requires attention before it is functional. We can assess the condition of the servitor and attempt any necessary repairs.
Servitor's logic circuits were burned out, and the gyro sextant misaligned. These have been corrected. Report on its status.
Servitor 997 Gamma functioning at minimal capacity.
Have to suffice.
Has been repaired, and we got a new servitor.
This one is damaged. Its machine code generator must be malfunctioning.
I feel like I might hit the generation gap with this one, but here we go anyway. Oh, wait. Exigence now an urgent need or demand? Yes.
What? Sings no hey little thing. Let me light your canticle kiss. Mama, I'm so hard to handle now.
Nice. Ham. Well done, Ham. Well done. Fantastic. Thank you so much for the 50 months. Oh. Ha! You're old. Ha! None of it worked for the in-game flag. Oh, it's not disabled. Sorry. Probably should be disabled. Let me go do that real quick. Probably shouldn't be live. If it turns out that we can name units, then we will. But for now, let me turn this off. There we go. We'll even be nice and give Effort his points back. Same with Kensei. There we go. Ooh. Servitor 997 Gamma auditory response mode initiated.
I would scour this place for its secrets, but it is unwise to tarry. Survey our immediate surroundings and report.
No, Ham, I gotcha. Well done. Core chamber detected beyond gateway.
The mechanics of fate have put a door in our path. Surely the Omnisire wills us to delve further.
Surely there's a door. The Omnisire must want us to open it. The Xenos technology of the gateway is unresponsive. Subtlety, attempt to open the gate by finding and examining the locking mechanism in the hope of operating it directly. Or aggression, there's no time for the vagaries and hazards of Xenos technology. Use a pair of ammunition magazines as improvised explosives to blast the gateway open. We'll fuck with it.
Modulated current applied to the locking components should produce results.
Shock it into submission, gotcha. Power spike detected.
And it opens. There is no obstacle that will not melt away before a sufficiently cunning application of knowledge.
We powered the opening mechanism, that's what she's talking about. The door has been opened, that's it. So right now we don't get to decide any movement.
Excavation maniple 8 to 7, and mostly intact. Servo skull, find us a way back to the surface.
Okay, we found the idiots underground. Calculating optimal route. That was brief, but easy.
Eternity, we slumbered. And
Oh?
as we slept, we dreamed.
Oh?
Half-remembered lives, and new forms of cold metal and hate, of shackles broken, and gods humbled, of the empire that was ours, and a galaxy that bowed to us.
Oh. Oh.
Promise slumber, awoke never shall.
hold up. There we go.
To the Pharaon Sankotep. Nefershah. She who was to decide the fate of Kivroth.
Wait a second. Wait a second. When they said, hey, this is a resource exclusive to the AdMech, are we playing Necrons?
The cold of the great sleep. I have dreamed, but now I wake.
The weight of eons lay on the tomb of Nefershah. The Vargard knew her slumber had been a long one, but there was no telling how long.
There is no time to wallow in our past. I am the hand of the Pharaon. I am the Vargard to Sankotep. My duties are to the throne. Cryptek Kynox, attend to me.
But I was not there.
But I was not there. What the fuck? Okay. Wait, do we actually play Necrons in this? Is So, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm entirely blind on Mechanicus 2. I didn't read any announcements. I didn't read their Steam page. I didn't read anything about the game. Because I knew I was going to play it anyway.
Alien intruders. She regarded the creatures with as much mild curiosity as anger. They appeared partially biological and carried weapons of strange and inefficient design. They moved to attack, but Nefershah gave no quarter.
Did you play Mechanicus, people? Red Planet Priest AdMech. The Adeptus Mechanicus. Khaled. I mean, that's what you did in Mechanicus 1, and we just did that very briefly.
Only the ignorant would despoil the tomb of a Pharaon's Vargard. For that ignorance, I am the punishment.
But I was not there. I wasn't a smoke break. I was getting milk. It's a two-player versus strategy game. It's not. First time a Necron unit is destroyed in a skirmish, its reanimation protocols activate. A round countdown time will appear, and when it reaches 0, the unit is, returns to play. Some skills like Arise. Oh my god, we're playing Necrons! Allow you to accelerate the return of units undergoing reanimation protocols. Instantly end the reanimation protocol countdown of all reanimating Necrons on the battlefield. Excuse me? Everyone? Okay. We have a War Scythe. 2 through 4. Imperious Advance. Charge in a straight line, inflict damage on the first entity encountered. Dominion level 3 plus 2 range. Dominion level 6 plus 1 damage for every 2 cells covered. So I do not know what Dominion is yet. I also don't know what this button is. These are interactables. This is like the good boy hole. Don't worry about that. Hello. No, not that. That's not where I clicked, but okay. Stop shooting my Necron! We have a flayed one, Flayer Claws. We have a Necron Warrior and another Necron Warrior. But most importantly, we have a flayed one. They're just going to die. What do we have for traits? Reanimation protocols are done with. Flesh Hunger. When attacking a unit with less than 50% HP, attack twice. Dominion level 4, plus 1 damage from behind. Dominion level 8, always attack twice regardless of target's HP. We might as well just hit that before it dies. And then this Necron Warrior will not be in range of anything. But at least we tried. Oh, this is fucking cool. She advanced very imperiously. In the wrong direction, correct. Did you expect them to not mass revive? I expected them to revive one of them at a time. Wait, enemy scarabs? No. Okay, they just have a red health bar. Best boys! Feeder mandibles. +1 max damage for every 2 HP this unit has remaining. And self-destruct protocol. Requires Dominion level 3. We still don't know what that is. Inflicts damage on the target equal to this unit's remaining HP. Also inflicts weakened. The more important part is that this locks this asshole from attacking. Get him, good boys! Hell yeah, we did minimum damage, but still. Yeah, get him! Once per round, a unit can make an attack of opportunity. Attacks of opportunity are triggered when a unit leaves the melee zone. And I just saw we got like +3 there. No, my boys! Dominion level with 2. Dominion level 2 with 4 points. Each time one of your Necron units inflicts damage, the Dominion gauge fills by the same number. When the gauge is fully filled, a Dominion level is gained and the gauge resets. Each level enhances or unlocks certain weapons and skills, so we're playing hyper-aggressive is what you're saying. We are playing hyper-aggro. And once again, we rolled minimum damage. Love Necrons, dude. Big fan, big fan, big fan. My boys! We have a range of 2, but we can't do much more than that. My boys! That's not in range of anything. God, this is the same problem that all the enemies had against me in Mechanicus 1. Oh god, we're dying. Never mind, we're fucking dying. The Mechanicus 1 problem for Necrons was obviously that you were outspeeding and outranging everyone all of the time. And I feel outsped and outranged. Heavily. I love it. It's TTO accurate. Scarab offensive profile is a joke, but they are trying their best. They are the best boys. It is true. This doesn't count as a weapon attack. That's what I was after. Hell yeah! There we go. I should have honestly used the Scarabs first to hopefully kill the Skitari. But now that Skitari is just gonna shoot my Scarabs! We're out dripping them? I don't know, the flayed ones are dripping on the ground right now, dude. Get him! Hell yeah! Stop getting got! The hotkeying is a bit weird. Zab. This is unnecessary but a cute detail. This Necron we play is female. Yeah, she is, right? They said that in the cutscene. I mean, not that it matters to Necron biology anymore, as much as there is none. I love how we can cast a Rise again, but it's not gonna do anything. And Imperious advances on cooldown. Aha! We have energy barriers. And honestly, I should have just moved these Scarabs up. Eat them! Get them! Yes! Slay Queens the game? Let's go. It's like Dawn of War. In full version, we have campaigns for both. Oh! Ooh!
Protocols long dormant. Until they were fully activated, the Vanguard had to seek her cryptic advisor alone.
That means when this game's launch happens, when this launches, you are going to vote on which campaign we play first. I'm not going to decide that.
Trespassers must not be permitted to become troublesome. And still, Kynox is not present. My cryptech should be in attendance.
Like, he's at this new, like, baking class. Decide on an approach to finding Cryptix Kynox. Nevershore opted to locate Kynox as quickly as possible, heedless of any danger. No, we already have intruders. Let's be careful about this. Nefersha, wary that she may have been awoken by the presence of danger in her tomb, proceeds with caution. But get this game just to cron it up. I mean, I'll play both campaigns eventually, right? But it's which one we start with. At the beginning of each skirmish, you will need to deploy your units onto the battlefield. Place and move each unit with left and click. Also, you can remove units using right click. The number of units you can deploy is limited by your leader's capacity, which can be increased through upgrades. So we have skeleton warriors. More skeleton warriors. A flayed one, and the flayed one that's about to get fucking shot to shit. Nice! Ranger, Survey, Ranger. Oh, that's a Vanguard. Deploy the idiots! First things first, this Vanguard needs to be tagged, right? Does it though? We could charge into this. Hell, we could resurrect this one. We might have to resurrect this one, otherwise they're just gonna get one-tapped by anything, right? Even then they're gonna be on 3 health, which still might see them one-tapped. Can't be cron by watching you play it. That's fair, that's fair, that's fair. What if we just did both? Never mind, not enough range. This has 2 range. So by getting there, we wouldn't be getting there. No, we're just gonna sit here. Mark. Woo! Don't you just hate it when you want to stab a primitive, but they're too far away? I despise that. That is the worst. We're just gonna tag this now. It's a bit late. But otherwise they would have just taken this warrior off, right? Yeah, servitor goes in. How much of the survival of our units matters is still a little bit beyond me. It might not matter at all. It might matter deeply. I do not know. What do we have here? We've got Irradiated. At the end of the turn, suffer 1 damage that bypasses defense and bypasses armor. Suffers +1 damage from weapon actions and skills. So he's almost dead, in other words. Send him in. Send in the clowns. This Necro Warrior is still intact. Now he isn't anymore. Forward. And we're going to take this out. Wonderful. We've been rolled anyway. And now it's just us, huh? If we step back 1, this servitor can't get to us. And we just shoot this engine seer. Armor defense. Some units have armor and defense, making them harder to kill. Each point of armor reduces incoming damage by 1. Defense regenerates each turn and absorbs incoming damage before it can reduce the unit's HP. You're coming this way. That has to be okay. That's why we have shields. Kind of wonder how the AI will treat down Necrons during the revive timer. It would be entertaining if you could lure them into being surrounded and then use a rise. They're probably going to try to kill them, like, as fast as possible, right? That's the reasonable response. Okay, we've got a double turn here. We're going to use that to take this servitor out. And now we have more than just a double turn. Bravely going forward. Irradiated. Eliminated. Hello! Swing! And now, unfortunately, this warrior dies. It will be interesting to know, like, whether unit survival matters. That is something that's still unknown to me, right? Still entirely unknown to me. So this engine seer has a Mechanicus pistol which has very low range. They can't get to this, right? They just can't. So what if we spend a turn just fucking up? This is close enough. We still have reanimation protocols here. We can just block them from getting to that flayed. And turn. They're gonna hit them with the axe, then they're gonna shoot them. The pistol is 3x1, right? No, the pistol is 2 damage. Oh, they're just out of range, rude. You do the word engine seer. It's so weird that we're in a timeline where, like, any 40k thing reminds someone of Darktide out of all games, huh? We can melee range charge.
Cryptek, are you damaged?
Yeah, I think so, Eldo. It does feel like that.
Nothing that cannot be attended to later on at Vargard.
It also incentivizes hitting with, like, your big hitters first, because its damage is built on... like, your gain is based on the damage that you deal, right? So you want to hit with, like, your big committal units first, in order to empower everyone else. That's my first instinct here.
Good. Attend upon me, Kynox. What has caused this interruption to the Great Sleep?
The tomb's observation routines have deteriorated over time. Their data is incomplete.
How long has it been?
Oh, now the black and white worked from earlier. What the fuck is going on? Why is this... Why is this going now?
More than a quarter turn of the galactic plane. Many stars will have bled and died since we last looked to the heavens on Vargard.
I see. Then, for all its sacrifices, immortality is undimmed.
The partial data indicates more biological entities are inside the tomb. Some warriors were roused in response, but they were destroyed.
We needed a Cryptek to fix it. That's why it works out. Yeah.
So, we have an infestation of these vermin. The first of my duties is to see them exterminated. I shall attend to the security of my stasis crypt first, then drive them from the tomb.
God, I need to see how upgrades work, dude. Oh, I need to see how upgrades work. Milo! Hey, Milo, how's it going? Oh, and now we're not Mac. So I reckon the demo is both sides.
It would be logical to rescue him if he yet lives.
Preloading regret.
An escape route is the highest priority. It would be an unforgivable waste to squander this opportunity to examine a Necron tomb.
Skevola. You can't spell a tech heresy without tech, I suppose. I don't know.
Beyond enumeration, to the exterminatus at Silver Tenebris.
Yeah!
The waste. I will permit no such tragedy here.
This is Mechanicus 1, by the way. Silver Tenebris is Mechanicus 1. Highly recommend playing Mechanicus 1, by the way. Highly recommend. Yo, Milo! Mechanicus 1. That's my recommendation. We should do this for Mechanicus 1. Now that I think about it.
Useful. Should we come across Davos, all the better. But for now, I must determine the best route through this labyrinth myself.
Oh yeah, you can't spell heresy without her. Wait, that makes so much more sense. That makes so much more sense. That joke is so much better. Topographical scan indicates structures extend in all direction. Allied life signs, nil. Examine. Multiple undetermined energy signatures located. Approximate escape route, divination in progress.
There's no mere dead structure. Something stirs here, even if it sleeps.
Turn it off, Siren.
The suspect approach was clearly the correct one. Thus, the pursuit of knowledge is always rewarded.
Mechanicus 1 has a really in-depth custom difficulty setting where you can turn that shit off. I also don't like it. I did 7 playthroughs with it, so but you can turn it off, yeah. A timer? So the way that Mechanicus 1 works is while you're traipsing around in Necrom tombs, they awaken more and more. And that awakening bar makes the enemies stronger, gives them buffs. But at the end of a fight, at the end of a mission, that awakening bar gets added to a campaign timer. And that campaign timer eventually triggers events that will end the campaign. It marches you ever forward. I liked the awakening timer in missions to make enemies harder over time. I like that a lot. You can keep that. And then the awakening timer for the campaign, I did not like whatsoever. I just turned it off. Servitor Zoe Engine's a duck outfit. Hilarious, Hulking. I'd love that, actually. Watch for any intelligence or technology. Fewer enemies will spawn next skirmish. I will assume that this is all on rails because demo and because of early game. Just made it consumed lunch. Ah, lunch.
The tomb is not merely defended by dregs and stragglers. It is awakening.
Mechanics be like similar to games you've played. XCOM 2, Troubleshooter, Into the Breach. Mechanicus be like similar to This Is Shit Care Place. Mechanicus 1, Milo, by the way, is a fantastic game. Not only can you name all your little tech priests after people, you can like customize their body parts and give them different weapons and different tactics, and like they all have different skill trees. That sounds really complicated. I promise you it's not. Mechanicus 1, on the surface of it, is really simple to customize. It's not the level of nightmare that that Troubleshooter has. Very, very straightforward, but also very in-depth if you want it to be. It's a great bloody game. Great game. I'm giving them all Mountain Dew piss. Wonderful. What do you think this is? What do you think we're storing on our shoulders there? Haven't heard anything about Troubleshooter 2 in a while, because they're making Troubleshooter 2, Ham. They're making Troubleshooter 2. They're in, like, not pre-development, but, like, not in... Like, they're in development. Troubleshooter 2 is in development. Why not name them after your favorite electric appliances? Because you're an electrician, not an electric appliance. Lime yellow? The bar battery juice. Okay, so what do we have this time? We have a capacity of 5. We have Vanguards, Rangers, Servitors. So it's immediately tempting to just go Vanguard, Vanguard, Ranger, Ranger, right? But I think we want like a good amount of Servitors. We're always going Ranger, Ranger. Servitor, Servitor. Vanguard. Send. Toaster 1, Toaster 2, Toaster 3. The quest for knowledge does require all-nighters. It's true. Can't get into cover there. It's annoying. Can't get into cover there either. These need some time to get to us. These need some time to get to us. We have time. Overall, we have time. We want to stall, is what I'm seeing here. Let us stall. Because these aren't making it to us in one go, right? Yeah, see? There they are. Analyze. Inflict exposed on the target, generate 1 cognition point. Exposed suffers 1 more damage from weapon actions and skills. We're going to do that. The radium carbine here. Oh, love it. Bearer can still move after using it. Beautiful. Love this gun. We're not going to move anywhere. Okay, Vanguards are immediately cool. Toaster Esquire? Correct. This thing had more range than I anticipated. A lot more range than I anticipated. Let's go forward. After attacking an enemy target at range 5 or more, generate a cognition point. That's the cognition point we need to do things with Scaevola that I want to do. So we could move here. And that would still not be in range of this fucking Volkite blaster, never mind. But we could also... Are you still irradiated? You're still irradiated. I wonder whether that still means it takes 1 damage, even though it's now on the ground. That would be pretty cool. We're gonna leave it there for a bit and see. We're gonna find out. And then we really don't have any range for anything, but like this side has that covered. We have 2 armor. We could just move Scaevola forward. They shot them for 2 damage. The Ghost Flare is 1, 2, 3. 10% chance to inflict plus 1 damage. 10% chance per Dominion level. Plus 1 damage on targets within half range. Rapid fire rules. Rapid fire? I hardly know her. Cognito ergo Daka. Yep. God, her range is ass. I do really want to see how this game upgrades. That is going to be the predominant thing for me to learn. Okay, that hit for full damage, obviously. And there's the best boys. There they are. That's why our servitors are left and right. So we don't know who's acting, except we know it's not this one, we know it's not this one. It's one of the scarabs that's about to act. I'm gonna assume it's this one, but we don't know. It is that one. We guessed correctly. Cool, cool, cool. Now next is that thing, and then this one's gonna act. So we want a Scaevola here. Because I would really, really, really like to put that thing into oblivion. Beautiful. And then the pistol has range 2. The axe doesn't, but... Daka, 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 daka. We have the cognition, we might as well reduce this thing's damage by 1, allow it to not move anymore, or disallow it from moving. We know the scarab is coming up. There we go. And the irradiated did take care of the corpse there. So irradiated is great to remove Necron bodies. Wonderful. Fantastic to know. Duck, a duck, a duck. Correct. Absolutely correct. We don't really have to take care of that anymore, so why not just do this? With Litany, that would have been guaranteed. We just gambled for it a little bit. Don't worry about it. That takes it out. You're next, which means we don't deal with you. Let's go Litany. Pew pew. Wonderful. We wouldn't have made it otherwise. Immediately rewarded. Does invalidate us using the weakened on it, but also that's overkill, but beautiful. And no more good boys. Nifty! This feels great, by the way. It feels... I don't know how to put this. This doesn't feel like Mechanicus 1. It really doesn't. And it's mostly down to the cognition fuckery no longer being present.
Topographical scan.
But it feels pretty good by itself. Structural void detected. Depths beyond scanning limits. Multiple fractures in surrounding material.
Ravine we must cross. Erosion or seismic activity has taken a toll on the tomb. Time is pitiless, even to the Necrons.
That. An area of the tomb ahead appears damaged by the shifting of surrounding rock over the millennia. Be warned, the passageway is split by a deep rift and the ceiling is prone to collapse. Cross the rift and accept the risk, or skirt around the damaged area to avoid danger. Structural scan complete. Surrounding area is stable.
Moreover, this was a storage area for samples of an alloy I do not recognize. The Necrons in their ignorant slumber grant us a gift. It would be illogical not to accept it.
Yay, Dingo! How's this game? Want to try something close to XCOM? Does this scratch that itch? This isn't close to XCOM at all, no. I wouldn't say so. If you want to play something close to XCOM, play Troubleshooter. Also, I can't tell from the demo. From the demo, my first impression of this is cool, but it's the demo. You might want to have a look at a game called Menace. That's also not out yet, coming out next year, but they have a demo up for it. Menace was closer to XCOM. No consequences, okay. Nothing good, nothing bad.
Another gateway. This one far more elaborate. Could our path have taken us not to the outside, but to an inner chamber? The Omnissiah commands that the knowledge beyond must be gained.
Gotten rarer these days. Troubleshooter 2 is in development. What do you want me to do? Soon! Distress signal detected. Ident data processing. Agency Deovos. Devos, that.
It seems. Give me his life signs.
Critical. Musculoskeletal damage, blood loss, augmatic cascade failure.
What little flesh remains of Devos has proven weak indeed.
Resuscitation chance 31%, okay. And Devos' injuries are potentially mortal. Attempting to save him is the course of action most endorsed by the tenets of the Creed Mechanicus. However, the chances of his survival are low. The effort expended may not be rewarded. No toaster left behind.
A full bioelectric reset may stabilize his augmentations.
Are you turning him off and on again? Bioelectric reset is literally just turning him off and on again. Applying direct current stimulation. Advisory. Stand back. Cardiopulmonary activity nil. Brain function nil.
Unfortunate. This death represents a significant deficit in resources.
Gain 1 maximum damage. Ooh.
Enough delay. Open these doors.
He stepped on a Necron Lego and was used to shatter a Catan? Yes.
An unexpected welcome.
Optimizing dismemberment pattern, adrenaline production maximum. This is so fucking sick so far. Ooh. Ooh. But we don't really have like the squad management that I would expect, right? I don't know whether we get to see any of this in the demo. And here we go. Damage is now finally carrying over, so maintaining our units is starting to matter much, much more. So we're gonna have to play the range game. We will be participating in that range game. We're going to try and keep those servies safe. At the start, it's always... no, you don't go there, you go here. We don't want to lose the servitors, so we're going to cycle. We're immediately weaker in cognition gain than we were before. And I don't have a good feel for my ranges yet. If we step there, we get shot by that, right? Gets us 1 cognition, though. Is that worth it? Someone's gonna get shot anyway. Might as well be you. And a high roll here would have enabled us to use a second unit and shoot them again. We're gonna put all firepower into that thing. We're hoping that we can kill it before someone else takes a turn. But you cannot move through allied units. I'm slowly but surely realizing that. So this deployment isn't great. Not great at all. Hopefully they shoot the servitor before they shoot anything else. Does this warrior have range? This warrior has range. We're gonna gamble on this. Theoretically, we could kill it. We did kill it. Great. Eliminated 1 damage source before it could take action. Beautiful. But getting the drop on any actual Necron units so far has been hard, if not impossible. I think we might just have to keep Scaevola as the background hunter. They're the good boys. You have first turn, then you have turn, which means we could kill this. But it puts us into danger of this thing. Okay, I'll play with it. There's 3, which means if we canticle the next one, we definitely kill it. Their number is Legion. It has a 20% chance to resurrect in your court after the skirmish with 50% HP, 5% chance per Dominion level. Okay, I see. That walks through... Ah! We have a problem. Never mind. We just flat out have a problem. Give me the cognition. Canticle. Nice! Okay, great, 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 great. I was really hoping we'd get it down before. And you're acting. You're probably not in range of anything. But we don't know that either. They might just be in servitor killing range. They are not in servitor killing range. But we now get to Vanguard. And this is guaranteed to be 3 to 5. That's another one dropped before they could do anything to us. And this one's irradiated, so the body's going to take care of itself. There it goes. We're going to push the servitor forward. And... we can do that. That's max damage because we stood still. And then Scaevola, go. Hello. How are you all? You doing well? Did you have your breakfast? What do you do again? Inflicts weaken on them? I mean, that's okay. Let's make sure they don't really do anything, and then we go. They're now burning. More good boys. Ugh. Kind of spooky. You're going first. We can allow this because this is nothing to us. And then it's you afterwards. I would... Nope. Is there a back button? There is no undo button. There is no undo button. That's awful. We take nothing here because we have armor. You burn for 1. crap. I don't want to sack this servitor. That misplay, dude. That misplay. That misplay. If we can't do anything about that, I don't want to commit closer to it. Let's just get rid of the scarabs then. Yeah, here we go. Silent Storm, now that's a bloody ancient game, Khaled. Oh! I was reading Twitch chat instead of looking at the board. Oops. Silent Storm. I don't even know whether I would recommend Silent Storm. Silent Storm was kind of shit. Not gonna lie. It was like not a good game. We should be able to move in and out, right? Yeah. Perfect. Dip in and out, dip in and out. Incubation! Damn! You people. Rusty and ancient, all of ya. I haven't heard incubation in a long time. Boop. This isn't really like anything, but I want to see this axe! Yo! Slay him! Woo! That was a CRPG? Wait, why CRPG all of a sudden? I thought we were talking turn-based tactics games. If you're looking for CRPGs, is this not a CRPG? No. No, not at all. This is a turn-based tactics, like, squad management game. XCOM is also not a CRPG. CRPG is like the stands for, depending on who you ask, either computer RPG, which is a meaningless term these days, or there was another term that no one uses. CRPGs usually describe shit like Arcanum, like ancient, top-down games in which you play a character through a narrative. There's usually a lot of text involved, heavily text-based, with a lot of narrative, a lot of like different story choices. The original Fallout 1 and 2 are CRPGs. Arcanum, the Baldur's Gate 3 of current fame, obviously is a CRPG. Divinity 1 and 2, Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2, as you've named them, those are CRPGs. Absolutely true. This is not a CRPG. Like, not even close. Neither is XCOM in any of its iterations. Either original XCOM nor Firaxcom these days are CRPGs in any way. My brain be dumb? Then no. It's not about being dumb or anything. It's about genres being confusing. If you're looking for a CRPG, play Baldur's Gate, first of all. You've already mentioned the Divinities. Those are my favorites, personally. I never really got into Pillars of Eternity 1 and 2, but Pillars of Eternity, more 1 than 2, but to each their own poison, I suppose. We're just gonna max fire into this thing. Gonna be fine. Where's my other ringer? There you are. That's why we have Canticles. What? But that was with Canticle! Never mind. That's our first servitor. Is your damage range not 2-3? Why did this not deal 3 damage when we canticled it? What? I don't get it. I do not get it. I mean, I guess. Shit, that sucks. Oh. And maybe don't stand... Welcome to Care Misplays like a moron for 50 minutes straight. Gods. We're just taking damage. You know what? I just want to take some damage today. Baldur's Gate 3 in my library, just got so many games to get around to also. If there's one thing I haven't learned, it's that backlogs are forever. I just eradicate my backlog every now and again. Not by playing it, but by just going, out of sight, out of mind. Works for me. Icewind Dale? Ooh, that's a good one, Caleb. That's a very good one, yeah. Reinforcement steps. Let's not. Let's not. Disappointing. My backlog is now big enough that I have to call it Sir.
The heart of the tomb. Random fate generation has led us here. The
How do I put this?
fire willed it.
If I didn't have the character quirk of saying, hey, this game is now 2 years old, I have other things to play, therefore I'll ignore it forever, my backlog would be big enough that in between the games in it, I could find the meaning of life in the universe. Luckily, I don't do that. Tjena! So far, it's been really light on the banger music. Like, it's really not doing that all that much.
The first glimpse of the invaders was of an individual who would prove to be an outlier in their number. Though Nevershard did not know it at the time, this Scatholma was from the human order of the Adeptus Mechanicus. It was learned in the ways of scientific theory and practice, albeit only by primitive human standards.
Backlog big enough to generate L space.
A strange and biological thing. Is this what has infested the galaxy in our absence?
Oh, yes.
One would imagine evolution had produced something more robust.
You've only been gone for a couple tens of thousands of years. How do you think evolution works?
So this is indeed a tomb, and you are the one interred.
Eldu,
Evidently a Necron of some seniority.
Eldu.
Rare specimen.
If we consider the 41st millennium as current date, how long ago, like for how long have the Necrons been sleeping? When did the war in heaven end? It hasn't been millions of years, right? It has just been like a couple 100,000 maybe? There's no way it's been millions. 65 million years ago? I highly fucking doubt that, because mostly the Elder wouldn't have survived that shit, huh? What happened was 60 million years ago? Really? Beginning roughly 65 million years before the 31st millennium and ending around 60 million years before the 31st millennium. No, never mind then. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm wrong. Okay. It has been millions. Fair enough. Okay. Still a fucking blip on the evolutionary scale, huh?
Unimpressive, but advanced. You shall discover just how advanced we can be, Xenos.
Physically unimpressive, said the person who was so sickly and dogshit that they had to put themselves into a metal body.
This primitive creature addresses me as if I were an outsider. Yet this is my domain. One that no intruder will be permitted to tread. Let alone a whelp from a species not fit to witness a Necron's majesty.
Sci-fi writers have no sense of scale. In 40k that is very much like the purpose, right, Grembo? Exactly, Nonchalanto.
Ancient trinkets I do not understand. I have harvested technology from 100 Xenos races and delved into secrets even your once great civilization does not know. We mastered the forces of this galaxy before you even stumbled blindly across your world's surface. What secrets can you know that are not trifles to the Necrons? It is only fitting they die with you.
I mean, if you're so great, why the fuck did you have to go to sleep, huh? War in Heaven didn't go all that well. That's the reason. The willful child is as the maddened steed. We have good quotes again. Oh, so now we have the actual confrontation. Yo, good boys. We have 5. Do we drop Flayed ones right now? We drop Flayed ones right now, right? Where do we drop the warriors? I feel like we drop the warriors on the sides and try to hold this position and this position specifically. And then we go flayed. No. Dropping them like that doesn't do anything for us. I don't really want to jostle for position around these servitors. I do, but not like that. Let's do that. So, you have the heavy plasma, right? Let's see. Yeah, we're holding positions mostly around mid. That's fine. We're definitely stalling. I don't even know what the new Necron lore is. I like the implacable foe bit. I mean, has Necron lore really changed all that much? Except for like the new stuff with the Silent King. It's fun that the Varguard tells an AdMech that he doesn't know shit about science because neither does the Varguard! True! New Necron lore is this. The Necrons genocided the old ones, the Catan started fighting, Zarek wanted revenge for the slaveman and soul-eating thing, so they rebelled and shattered them. Yeah, isn't that old Necron lore? Oh! Oh, come on, really? Gauss Reaper! Not Flayer! Bullshit! Oh, no, Necron knows what Krembo said? Okay. Runs Doom on a Scarab. Stop that! Stop that at once! Yo, E1 M1 starts playing. We can totally like run into those, right? We're totally going to. This is going to be so much fun. We're going to charge like crazy. Good shot, good shot. I want them to exhaust the servitors first. Can I tell which servitor hasn't acted yet? I can't tell what has and hasn't acted yet, huh? Or is that indicator somewhere? Huh. That kind of sucks a little. That sucks a lot, actually. We should have shot this and then taken it out immediately. That was always gonna happen. And now, unfortunately, we have to deal with the lovely concept of Zugzwang. We have to make a move now, even though I don't want to. Hundreds of millions of years of static tactics. Charge! Correct. Absolutely correct. And then swing scythe. Yeah, here comes the last servitor. Yay! Best boys! The boys are back in town. Hello. What does this symbol mean? Who knows? Whee! Free damage. Oh no, you're gonna shoot my free unit, whatever. Oh no, irradiated 4. That's actually brutal. That thing's hyper dead. Scaevola? We could walk into Scaevola melee range and just say hi. We should probably do that. That means we're not gonna get laser blasted. But this Scarab is super dead now. That's okay. Pistol. Yeah, trade a Scarab for a Scaevola turn. Oh no! Okay, weakened. That's fine. We could start trading with this guy. But we can only do that once. So instead, why bother? We can't... That servitor is always getting a turn, so we're killing that servitor this turn. Sup. There's the damage from radiated. And then it's your turn, okay. But we still have a billion turns to go. And this is always happening anyway. That's okay. The irradiated is kind of brutal, not gonna lie. Can it shoot you from here? No. One forward. Hello. Bzat. That's like a priority turn for us to take, as long as that thing doesn't do anything else. But we do have control now. Which is new and unusual. 1, 2, or 3 damage, deals 4. Love it. Ignore you? We can't move because we're immobilized. Ooh, friendly fire. Fancy. Weakened and immobilized us for 1 turn. Okay. Oh, hi there. Oh, hi there. They get a lot of reinforcements, huh? Okay. So Scaevola turn is coming up next. And just sacking this doesn't do anything because she can just pistol this to death. But she would have to pistol it to death. What if we charge into her? Our Dominion level is 3, so this has 2 more range. But doesn't do more damage. Bypasses defense. There's no way that we can put enough damage into her to kill her outright. But if we can set this up right now, then we get double attacks on all flayed ones. The only downside is this shit's gonna hurt. Cool. And that's it, right? That's it.
We are outmatched. Wonderful. Countermand self-preservation routines. Full principle defense protocols.
Survival over acquisitions? Yo, run! Exfiltration route selected.
The leader of the invaders used its underlings to surround Nevershah while it fled her sarcophagus chamber. Other guards swiftly dispatched these sacrificial minions, but not before the instigator of the intrusion had escaped her.
Please allow me to see what unit upgrades look like. Don't end the demo before that, please.
Has fled. Moreover, this intrusion may not be isolated. There is no telling how many aliens are on Kivroth. I must go to my Pharaon. Sankotep must know.
No, I like the crunch on my AdMech Nonchalanto. Victory! Not the first time Nevershah was surrounded by old up men, I'll assume. Varguard behavior. Scarab!
From the moment I first witnessed the interlopers, they discussed
Oh, nice play.
eons we slumbered, waiting to reclaim our galaxy.
She almost said the thing.
Infested with vermin that proliferated in our absence. Now, we awaken
Ooh, Lychee guards.
to retake what is ours.
No one will eat my lychees. Please don't end the demo there. I beg of you.
Wretched are now the nations of meat and metal, shackled to ignorance. words by your faith. Do you truly believe?
They're playing Newsfear in the background.
We who have shattered our very gods and enslaved them to our will. The stars were young when our empire was ascendant. And when the last of them die, we alone will remain. For we are immortal.
The problem is this is a perfectly good point to end the demo. I just really hope they don't. Damn! It also feels like end of tutorial scene, right? This is sick. This is sick. And there it is. Thanks for playing the demo. The war for Hecateus 4 has only begun, which is now in preparation for the arrival of the full epic saga, told across 2 fully realized campaigns. I, staying blind on this as much as I could, did not know there were 2 campaigns. I was unaware there were 2 campaigns. There's fleshy Necrons? No, that was Scaevola. There are no fleshy Necrons. No. So now, after the tutorial, you get to pick either play through the Explorator cohort or the Sankotep dynasty. Mechanicus 2. Fair point. I've already wishlisted this. The gameplay trailer? Hold up. Intensely loud. Not doing that. Also, it doesn't register. So we're not doing that. Oh, I want this. I want this now, please. Please and thank you. Please and very much thank you. Immortality might come with these side effects. Robot dementia, the munchies, depression, suddenly forgetting you're a robot, soullessness, extreme grumpiness. Looks very impressive for what it offers. This looks really, really impressive, yeah. So what do we know about Mechanicus 2 while we're here? What do we know about it? We know it's not out yet, which is obviously the problem. We don't have a release date for it, right? We do not have a release date. It's obviously not going to be this year, which sucks, but what can you do? You get to play as the bad guys or the bad guys? Variety! Right. Like since there always do. I know that Mechanicus 2 was always going to be a launch day coverage for me. Like, it doesn't matter what I'm playing, this gets launch day coverage, right? This has upped that by a little bit. This has upped that by a little bit. We can do this. So here are these store page thingies. You can see a bit of the upgrade portions here. That has been entirely revamped, right? So you have a servo arm that has individual upgrades. The axe seems to have individual upgrades as well. Instead of having your big skill tree like in Mechanicus 1, there seems to be like equipment specific. Ooh. But I do wonder whether you deploy these separately, because it seems to be built around one hero unit and then a bunch of deployables, which in Mech 1 wasn't. Mechanicus 1 was 3 to 5 hero units, and then you had expendable idiots that you could summon in. There, like this. This was very much in Mechanicus 1 as well, but they weren't the meat of your army. That's because a single tech priest was busted to all hell. Yeah, and you can see it here as well. It's one hero unit and then the idiots that you bring. Don't think there's a book confirming it. I don't think the Imperium gives a shit, is the point, Eldu. That's the thing. The Imperium doesn't care. Which, honestly... a start. Oh, look at this! The Swarm, Power, and Court. So, like, go through Go through unit unlocks here, go through lines. And here are your different Necrones. Dude, I'm looking forward to this so much. This is gonna be so good. Oh. Locust Destroyers. Less of those, please. Ew. This is gonna be so cool. This is gonna be so cool. Ennui, fatigue lasting beyond millennia, loss of taste, addiction to RGB lighting, a desire to drape yourself in rendered flesh, a hatred for kids on your lawn. Insert the Warcraft 3 magic quote here, right? Bad breath, death. Magic is not for everyone. Short people detected, annihilate. There's undoubtedly a Xenos faction which are the good guys. Of course, the instant they enter the setting, they get flattened. Or they were already flattened during the 30k Crusades, Krembo. During the reclaiming of worlds, we know of a couple of like good guy Xenos factions that were just murdered. There are books about it. I was hoping this demo was gonna last a little bit longer. I was hoping this was gonna last longer. Alas, that is it. That's the demo. In reality, this hasn't changed anything, right? In reality, this hasn't changed anything. I was going to cover Mechanicus 2 on day of release. I'm still going to do that. Now I'm more excited. A bit weirded out by them changing direction so heavily. I did like my group of customizable tech priest morons. Not being able to like field these together anymore is going to be a bit weird. Maybe before Mechanicus 2 launches, we're going to do a quick playthrough of Mechanicus 1. What was our record? We finished Mechanicus 1 in about 7 hours. We did a lot of playthroughs of Mechanicus 1 when it first came out. For those of you that joined us afterwards, I did like 9 playthroughs of the fucking thing. And I wasn't speedrunning, but we had it down to like a handful of hours by the end. A lot of it comes down to the fact that it is entirely broken, with or without DLC. The DLC hadn't even come out yet, Menton. The DLC hadn't been out yet. The first initial ones were obviously on Flamers, because Flamers are busted. And then the Nerf Flamers afterwards were also a pretty short playthrough. It's cognition. What's inherently broken about Mechanicus 1 is the cognition mechanic. So in Mechanicus 1, you don't have your unit gets to have a turn and then do something. Instead, you have a cognition gauge, just like here as well. But you can spend cognition endlessly. You can spend 2 cognition to fire a weapon, and then spend 2 to fire the same weapon, and then spend 2 to fire the same weapon. Over and over and over and over and over and over. And if you build your squad right, one tech priest can cross the entire map, kill everyone, and the map is over. Mechanicus 1 is built on a very, very flawed system. It seems they stripped that away entirely for Mechanicus 2. And brought it back down to a more streamlined turn-based tactics system with its own resource mechanic for both factions. Fair. I don't know how the cognition gauge would be fixable without that. Yeah, Mechanicus 1 is like Infinity. You can activate 180 10 times if you want. Exactly. I'm not in favor of it. They had to fix it somehow, right? We'll see how this pans out. We need to play more of it in order to like really see. Alright, ducklings. That doth mean that today's stream is of rather tame length. I have another demo that I want to look at, but that demo is very likely going to need its own stream, which is what we're doing on Thursday! If I start that now, we're getting like maybe 2 hours into it, and that's not enough. That is not enough for that one. Play Digimon, you know you want to. I mean, I'm about to. Hey, Siren, what are you doing? But I'm not doing it on stream. Nah. We're going to call today a short stream. Think about it, right? 2 2 hours of stream is still crazy. Plus, I get to raid someone who I never get to raid because it doesn't work out. Do we have a raid message? Do we have a good raid message? Do we have one? Why not? We're friendly. I didn't say anything towards the opposite of that. We will not tell Siren what cards you have. I don't believe you. I'm gonna send you all over to Yeez. Yeez is playing Digimon, by the way. We come from the deep slumber. That one's good. That one's good. Galondia, thank you. That's our raid message. Take this with you, ducklings. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna be back on Thursday. We're gonna look at a new demo on Thursday. And then, I don't know. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. Stay safe out there. And thank you once again. Good night.